Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. I'm Siren and this is my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 10 ways to tap in and utilize your divine feminine energy. So I do have notes. I made quite, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, it's so bright, but I made quite a bit of notes. Okay, so hopefully this video won't be too long. But let's get into it. Number one is connecting with nature. It's getting out in the sun, in nature. And what this does, this grounds your energy with nature, which is Mother Earth, right? So this is a good way to not only tap in to your divine feminine energy, but it's a good way to strengthen and deepen your connection to Mother Earth and just to deepen your feminine energy within yourself. So you can do this by taking a walk in the woods. You can do this by just taking a walk anywhere really outside. It doesn't necessarily have to be in woods. Gardening is a great way to get in touch with the earth and ground your energy. What else did I write? Oh, sitting under the stars. This is my favorite. I love sitting under the stars. Um, Never mind, I'm not gonna say that. But maybe you guys can guess what I was thinking. But sitting under the stars, sitting under the moon, just having your bare feet on the ground, grounding your energy is such a beautiful way to tap into your divine feminine energy. I Hugging a tree. I know a lot of people are like super cringed out about that, but that is another way of grounding your energy and tapping into Mother Earth as well as strengthening your feminine energy. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is practicing self-care rituals. Okay, so I love self-care rituals. My life changed when I started practicing self-care, self-love, and like really treating myself like the goddess that I am. My life changed in such a beautiful way. And I swear by this. Once you start taking time to really nurture that goddess within and taking time to just make sure that you are cared for, whether that's mentally, physically, spiritually, okay? So you can do this by really formulating a morning routine that helps you to have a better morning, a better day. You can do a self-care routine when, you do your makeup or your face routine, or after a long day of work, taking a hot goddess bath, which is just adding oils or herbs or, just bubbles or essential oils, something that fulfills you and makes you feel good and relieves stress. Let me make sure I did not miss anything. This also includes doing self-care is meditating. I do have a couple meditations and a video on meditation for beginners on my channel, so check that out if you're new to it. And also journaling. Journaling is a great way to get in touch with yourself, but also get out all of those thoughts and feelings out of your head and on paper. That is just a great way to care for yourself. Okay. Oh, and I said about the bath, but even just like sitting outside, sitting anywhere really, and just being calm and relaxing and having your favorite cup of tea or your favorite meal, just really adding those things into your life that really make you feel good, whether it's your favorite drink, your favorite food, your favorite movie, your favorite song, and just take those moments for yourself. It's like a stress reliever. It's like, just doing something that that you and your soul deeply enjoy and deeply love. Okay, number three is embrace in your creativity. So this is something that is super important, I think, in everybody's life, everyday life, but especially when you're trying to tap into your divine feminine energy, is getting creative. So if you've had like a hobby or something that you've wanted to try, but maybe you're it's like out of your comfort zone, take that step. It's going to be so good for you in general, but it's going to be so good to tap into and utilize that feminine energy, because feminine energy is creation, right? Like it's creation. So creativity really nurtures and cultivates that feminine energy within you. Okay. And you can do this by painting, drawing, writing. If you are someone who likes to write poetry or stories or something like that, also dancing is a great way to tap into your feminine energy, especially moving your hips and moving your body. Not only is it a great way to tap into your feminine energy, but dancing is a great way to get rid of stagnant, stale, stuck energy as well. Okay, number 4 is honor your emotions. Okay, so as a Cancer moon, I'm very emotional, and I've had to allow myself to be emotional. Honoring your emotions and allowing yourself to feel your emotions, whether it's sad, whether it's happy, whether it's, stressed, whatever the emotion may be, it's important to allow yourself to take time to feel those emotions. A lot of times, especially men, like to say, oh, you're too emotional. Like, stop being such a crybaby. You're so emotional. And so there's a lot of shame around that area, especially that emotion, especially. But it's okay. Like, crying, it takes a strong person to cry. It takes that takes strength to let your feelings go, right? I think of crying as like it's a way of cleansing yourself, cleansing your spirit. But even other emotions, allow yourself to feel the emotions. Even when, okay, let's say, here's an example, when you get a job promotion or you get something really nice in your life and you're super excited, and then there's that person that tries to like you could tell is not excited for you. So in your mind, it kind of like fucks up your excitement. Fuck people like that, first of all. But you're allowed to feel excited for yourself. You're allowed to feel happy and lucky. You're allowed to have those emotions. Okay, so honoring your emotions, letting those emotions flow, that is a beautiful way to connect with the divine feminine within. Okay, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, so this is another part about this that I wanted to talk about, is also, again, journaling your emotions, getting those emotions out of your head and the energy of it out of your body by putting it on paper. I love like getting it out of here, and putting it somewhere else. Okay. Also, another way to honor your emotions is, if you need to, seek therapy, seek help. I know therapy can be expensive and things like that. So if you have a trusted friend that you can trust in and express your emotions and your feelings to that person, that is always a good way too. And it also strengthens that bond, that friendship. And it just helps you to process. It helps you to process those feelings and those emotions. And it's a good way to feel emotions, which is very important in divine feminine energy and tapping into it. Number 5 is nurture relationships. So relationships are very important. And I think when it comes to divine feminine energy, having like a sisterhood, having girlfriends that you can trust, girlfriends that you can go to just, you know, be women, be, these goddesses. I think that's so important. So if you want to embrace and tap into your divine feminine energy, surround yourself with other divine feminines. Okay. That is going to help you to tap into, get in touch with your feminine, but it's also going to help you to express your feminine. When you're around other divine feminine energy, it helps you to embrace yours, tap into yours, and express your divine feminine energy as well. The next one is practice your intuition. Okay. So intuition is huge for the divine feminine. That is something I think everybody, man, woman, divine masculine, divine feminine, I think everybody is born with an intuition. I think that was like God's compass for us on this planet or in this spiritual realm. And I think it was just a way for us to tap into something and navigate our way through life. That's the way I look at the intuition. But I think that the divine feminine, I think feminine energy, they have a easier way of trusting or learning to trust or tapping into their intuition. Okay. I think it probably is because of emotions, and we feel emotions heavily. And so, yes, working on trusting, building, listening to your intuition. Okay. So this could be, a lot of different ways. But when you have that gut feeling, listen to it. And the more you listen to your intuition, the more easier it is to trust it, right? When you start not listening to your intuition, and you lose a type of trust in yourself, and it kind of, and that leads you away from that excuse me. That leads you away from that divine feminine energy. So yeah, pay attention to gut feelings, dreams, synchronicities, and allow it to guide your decisions and your actions. That's what I wrote down. So definitely synchronicities, dreams, listen to those things, okay? And allow it to help guide you in your life. And like I said, the more you start listening to it and trusting it, the easier it will be to continue to trust it and listen to it, and it will strengthen your intuition. Number 7 is embrace your sensuality. Okay. So I love all of these, but I love this one. And this is a great way to tap into your divine feminine, is sensuality, sexuality, things like that. Okay. So I look at this one as embracing your sensuality by wearing what makes you feel good, what makes you feel confident, what makes you feel sexy, what makes you feel radiant, whether it's a clothing, whether it's hair, whether it's makeup, whether it's a certain perfume that when you walk into a room, you just feel bold and beautiful and confident and like, that badass bitch that you are, right? It could also be massages, stuff that feels good, not only to like your soul and, your mind and things like that, but feel good on your body, feel getting a nice massage. So embracing your sensuality. If there's a certain way you want to dress, if there's a certain type of makeup you want to wear, a certain color lipstick you want to start wearing, a certain way you want to start doing your hair, if it's something that makes you feel good and sensual and beautiful and confident, that's what you do. Number 8 is setting boundaries. This is a really big one. I think for women or for the feminine, a lot of times we can neglect our boundaries. Okay. And we can, be pushovers and yes men and walked all over. And boundaries are a huge, huge part of the divine feminine energy, right? Especially when we start talking about dark feminine energy, boundaries will come up again. You need to practice saying no. Like anytime you are asked to do something, asked to go somewhere, and you have a choice, you know what I mean? Like not your job, like asking you to do what your job requires, right? But if you have a choice and, you have free will, you need to practice saying no. No, like when you're asked to do something, when tap in and really feel whether that's something you want to do. Like most of the time, immediately when we're asked to do something or, a situation presents itself, like we know immediately that we don't want to fucking do it. Like we know that we don't want to do it. But a lot of times we say yes because we don't want to disappoint somebody. We say yes because of FOMO, fear of missing out. But I want you to, if your first reaction is to say no, I want you to say no. And if it isn't, I still want you to tap in and go in with yourself and really check in and make sure, is this something that I want to do? Is this something that I want to put up with? Is this where a place I want to be? Okay. So That is really big. Saying no, having boundaries is so big. Otherwise, people literally will take from you, and you will be energetically depleted and feel like shit. Okay. So practice setting boundaries, practice just tapping in with yourself and figure out whether, this is what I want to put up with. This is, even boundaries within yourself. Like, is this who I want to be? Is this what I want to be known for? Is this a place I want to be? Is that a situation I want to be in? Like, literally sit with yourself and tap in and see how your body reacts, see how you feel. And if you don't want to do those things, you do not do them. And like tapping into your intuition, this will get easier as well. The more you do it, the more natural it will come to you. Number 9 is compassion. Learning to have compassion and love for yourself, but not only other people. Okay. This is a very divine feminine energy trait, is learning to have compassion for yourself and others. It's hard. Like, this shit is the having compassion, especially for yourself. I think it's way easier to have compassion for other people than it is for yourself most of the time, right? And that's not good. But it's important to have compassion for yourself and be easy on yourself, okay? Like, if you wouldn't say it to somebody else, don't say it to yourself or about yourself or even think it about yourself, okay? I know it's super easier said than done, but try working on it. Having compassion for yourself, having that self love for yourself, allowing yourself to mess up, to make mistakes. The world is already so hard on us as it is. Life is fucking hard. We don't need the extra added stress of us being hard on ourselves, right? So work on that. That helps to tap into the divine feminine energy and just allow yourself to just be who you are. Allow yourself to make mistakes. Allow yourself to fuck up once in a while. Hold yourself accountable, of course, but have compassion for yourself and for others, of course. That doesn't mean you I think there's a fine line between like having compassion for other people and like letting them like get away with too much shit, right? There's a fine line in there, and you have to know that and understand that. But being a compassionate person is a beautiful thing when it's towards other people, but especially for yourself. Number 10 is, I wrote this one. This one's kind of long, so I'm going to look at my notes for this one. Number 10 is embodying feminine archetypes. Okay. So I want you to start exploring and embodying different feminine archetypes. So, such as the nurturing mother. Okay. There's an archetype for that. The nurturing mother, the wise crone, the sensual goddess, and the playful maiden. Okay. Each of these archetypes offer valuable lessons and qualities to embrace. Okay. I think women or feminines can take different traits from each one of those archetypes. But when you start learning about these archetypes, you start understanding yourself and you start understanding other feminines. And this is a beautiful way to tap into your divine feminine energy, because you are learning about the different archetypes that make your divine feminine energy. So those are all 10. Let's go back over and just recap what each one was. And number 1 was connect with nature. That helps you to ground your energy, which in turn helps to strengthen and tap into your feminine energy. Practice self-care rituals. Self-care, it's really going to help you tap into your divine feminine, and it's going to really help you to boost your confidence. When you start loving yourself and treating yourself like a goddess and, the person that you deserve to be treated like, you just grow. It's like you grow into this beautiful divine feminine flower. Number 3 is embrace creativity. Feminine energy is creation. So embracing and trying different creative outlets is a great way as well to tap into your feminine energy. Okay, number 4 is honoring your emotions. Allow yourself to be that crybaby. Allow yourself to be happy for yourself. Those are all great things. Nurture relationships. I think especially nurturing relationships with other feminines. That is going to help all of you tap into your feminine energy and, feel the feminine energy around you, which allows you to feel safe in your feminine energy. Number 6 is practice your intuition. Like I said, the more you do it, the easier it is. Number 7 is embrace your sensuality. Girl, wear that outfit that makes you feel good. Wear that makeup that makes you feel good. That lipstick, do your nails, eat that food that makes you feel good. Do the things that make you feel confident and sexy and just like that badass bitch that you are. Set boundaries. Super important. Super, super important. You don't want to be walked all over and treated like shit. Okay? Set your boundaries. And like I said, the more you do it, the easier it gets. Having compassion for yourself and for others. Allow yourself to fuck up. Hold yourself accountable, but have compassion for yourself. And number 10 is embodying the different feminine archetypes. So tapping into those different archetypes is going to help you to understand who you are and help you to tap into the wisdom of the feminine. Okay? So I hope you guys like this video. And next, I have like 4 videos that I will be putting out. I'm going to plan on doing like a video a week. And yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, please comment down below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. And if you have any other content that you guys want to see from me, you can also comment that below. I appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I can fly to